throwing here on first down. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. They'll set up a throw. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll have a first down past the 40. 30. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down to score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3-and-out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3-and-out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3-and-out. I went 3-and-out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now this throw caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now back to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Made at the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help.
And the pressure gets to him again. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
19-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Is good. Next is Washington 7. Rams 3.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here again comes Dwayne Haskins and company. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Haskins. Airing it deep for Fowler. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Back to throw now on 1st down. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the 2nd quarter. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Haskins to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
to someone else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has retaken the lead.
The kick is good.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that 2nd play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
27-yard line.
Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And the Rams first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down, Rams.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
To the running back.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They'll try and run for it, and I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he's on the punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Slings this deep for McLaurin. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in, because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. His throw's going to be incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd and 5.
It's 3rd down and 5 yards to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. Touchdown, L.A.
Los Angeles.
Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And he'll find McLaurin this time as that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw again. Haskins airing it deep for Fowler. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And 10.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is incomplete. So we've reached halftime. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Washington, 21.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
And 12 at the 24-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
They'll take over.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is
and he'll bang that one through. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Set to kick off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
By the Rams.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Deron Payne able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. On play action, Haskins sliding out of the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
We got 4. We got 4. Switch. Kill. Mike 51.
Haskins will throw. Steps away to his left. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards that time and a Washington 1st. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins going up top. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
John Johnson on the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Haskins. He's got this one complete to Fountain. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 39. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And it'll move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
21.
Haskins back to the air. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Haskins going to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 16.
Haskins pass.
That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and...
Here's a 2nd and 7. That'll be caught by Cup. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
The kicker.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick-6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And a Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Don't do us like that.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped, 10 yards, 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Second and goal from the 1.
Again, it'll be Akers.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Cam Akers
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So here's Haskins in the Washington offense.
Down by 10. A little under 1:50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jackson. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Carrier brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the 1st quarter.
They were gone in the 1st quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team